Hey, Fred with Fred Shots here, and I've got 10 tips for you to have a great time when you explore the Rockies here in Colorado. Tip number 1, make sure you bring your cell phone, that it's fully charged, or you bring battery packs and that you've got plenty of room on it. Because there is so much to see that you can't take it all in. There are no words to describe it, and you want to be able to capture this so that you can go back and revisit them again. You'll see things that you didn't see before, and you can share it with your friends and family. So tip 1, bring your cell phone. Tip number 2, make sure that you dress appropriately. Before you head out to the Rockies, make sure that you look at the weather reports to see what the weather is going to be like. And remember, out here in Colorado, it can be very cold in the morning, it can get very hot during the day, and then it can return to very cold by the time that the sun sets again. Or if a rainstorm comes through, you could see snow in summer. So make sure you dress appropriately. For me, this was an unplanned trip, so all I have is my standard Fred Shots shirt and my classic black pants. They are great right now. Earlier I thought I was going to need shorts, but you know what? This rock is hard, and shorts really wouldn't be my friend. The other thing is that, I'm kicking it right now, boom, in my Nikes. They're great in the flatlands. They're not so good out here in the rocks because they don't support the foot the right way. They don't support the ankle the right way. So I wouldn't be doing a whole lot of this rugged mountain climbing stuff in my sneakers. Now, if I'm going to stay on the trails, if you're going to stay on the trails, then you're finding a good pair of walking shoes or your everyday run around kicks. But if you're going to actually get up onto these rocks, you should consider a hiking boot. So step 2, make sure that you wear the appropriate clothing. Tip number 3, make sure that you are prepared with a source of protein and energy and something to keep you hydrated. The thing about being out here in Colorado is that it's very low humidity. For those of us, us Florida dwellers or Texas dwellers or anything south, you're used to humidity and sweating and feeling, that, I'm all dehydrated thing. But out here in Colorado, it is so dry that you sweat and it immediately evaporates off your body, so you always feel, well, you don't always feel refreshed. You can definitely get beat down by the heat, but more than likely, by the time you realize that you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So I was like, make sure that you have appropriate amounts of hydration. And here's the thing, nothing beats water, all right? Be smart about it. Tip number 3, make sure that you've got enough water and enough snack to keep you going. Tip number 4, make sure that you have a bag, something to carry your water, your snacks, and probably some other supplies that you might need. Remember we talked about tip number 2, make sure that you have the appropriate attire. A bag is a great thing to hold all your stuff in. You don't want to be that person that's trying to steady themselves, but you've got a poncho and sandals and water and snacks in your hands that, you're going to fall and get all jacked up. So make sure that you have a bag. And here's another thing when it comes to tip number 4 with the bag. Make it a backpack so that you can wear it on both shoulders and you can be balanced. And when looking for a backpack, look for one that has a sternum strap like so. What the sternum strap does is it keeps the shoulder straps together from sliding off of your shoulders, so it makes it easier to carry your backpack for long periods of time because it can't slide off of you. High five for number 5. A good pair of sunglasses. You want sunglasses that are, most importantly, 100% UVA and UVB blocking. That's the most important thing. The second most important thing is if they are polarized. Polarized sunglasses help cut through the glare when you're looking down at water and there's really shiny. Polarized sunglasses will help cut that glare so that you can see down into the water. They also help when you're looking out, across the sky. It helps to make the blues look more blue, the greens look more green. The sun is still crazy bright. Unless you're wearing a welder's mask, you're not looking directly at the sun. But a great pair of sunglasses, definitely something that you need to enjoy your time at the Rockies. And that's number 5. Tip number 6, bug spray. Bring bug spray. you know what? There are some bugs out here. If you're gonna be out here in the woods, if you're gonna be out here in nature, guess what? Bugs were here first. Bugs were here first. So make sure that you bring some sort of bug spray. Otherwise, you're gonna be practicing your karate chops for tip number 6. Tip number 7. Make sure that you get in some of the pictures, all right? For me, I'm always the one carrying the camera because I love the camera. I love taking pictures. I love taking pictures of other people and sharing it with them. I've met total strangers, taking pictures of them with my phone, with their phone, with my camera. I've sent them the pictures, I've emailed them pictures, I texted them the pictures, airdropped the pictures, and then I get home and I look through and I was never there. So make sure that you break out your phone and you hand it off to someone else and make sure that they get a shot of you, you get a shot of them, you take a selfie together, whatever it is necessary so that you can say, and that's tip number 7. Tip number 8, bring patience. Bring patience. The thing about coming out here, if you don't live out in the Rockies like I don't live out in the Rockies, it's going to take some effort to get to where you want to go, to see things. You might be traveling in a group with several other people, and they're all spry and young, and they're Spider-Manning all over the place. Should have stretched out before I did that. But be patient with yourself because it's going to take you some time to get to the places that you want to see, and that's okay. Just bring patience. Tip number 9, pay attention to the signs. There are signs all over these trails that tell you what is and is not permissible, some warning things, things like the lake, which has been promoted, is almost 2 miles away. So if you're going to go and see the lake, make sure that you plan accordingly with your snacks and water and hydration. Also, vehicles, pets, and bicycles prohibited. So a lot of people come out here to mountain bike. If you like to mountain bike, just know that not everywhere in the Rocky Mountains are you allowed to take your bicycle. So make sure that you plan accordingly. Also, if you're going to camp, you have to have a permit and no fires. And of course, all pets are prohibited, or pets are prohibited on all trails. So these are things to know. If you come out here with your animal, make sure that you make appropriate accommodations for your pet before you hit the trail, because the last thing you want to do is drive an hour to get out here only to turn around and go back. The most important sign that you need to pay attention to when you're out here in the Rockies is the signs from your body. We are at a higher elevation, the air is thinner out here, so there's a chance that you, like me, will be doing one of these. You can't catch your breath because the air is thinner up here, so you're sucking wind and your body's saying, I need that rich oxygen from down there at sea level, and you don't have that up here. So the most important sign to pay attention to are the signs that your body is telling you. If you're feeling lightheaded, sit down, stop. If you're feeling lightheaded, sit down, stop, take a drink of water, have something to eat. If you're feeling lightheaded, sit down, stop, take a drink of water, have something to eat, and someone else who's with you, let them know, so that they know to pay attention, because you don't want to pass out here in the Rockies. You came out here to see it. You didn't come out here to take a nap. Take a nap at home, all right? Sleep in your own bed, sleep in the hotel room, but don't sleep out here. Pay attention to those signs. And that's tip number 9. And tip number 10. Enjoy yourself. Just have a great time. The best part about coming out to the Rockies are that they're so huge, they're so massive, they're so immense, you'll never see it all. I believe you could go to the same spot every day for the next year, and you won't see the same thing twice. There's just so much to see. So just know that you're not going to see it all. See as much as you can, but don't get so pressed that you think, I've got to cover this much territory in this short amount of time, because then you won't enjoy yourself. So tip number 10, just enjoy it. And there you have it, 10 tips for you to consider for your trip to the Rocky Mountains here in Colorado. I really enjoyed this. I thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, have you subscribed to my channel? Then please hit the subscribe button down below, and while you're at it, hit the notification bell so that you are alerted when fresh content is available. If you found this video helpful, then drop me a thumbs up. Also, if one of the tips was something that was new to you, then let me know in the comments. Let me know that this was helpful for you. Or if you've already been out here, or if you've explored other places,
drop a tip in the comment that would help other people to know how they can best enjoy their experience. I'm Fred with Fred Shots, and I will see you next time.